Yes, folks, we are live. We are live. Welcome to the MSC World Europa hosted cruise preview and update live chat show. And I have a wonderful crowd with us. I'm really excited. Before we go on, I'm going to talk for a few seconds to allow anybody to join us live. And if you're watching on playback, hi. Ladies first. Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is one of our wonderful hosts who's going to be hosting the Virtuosa cruise in May with over 200 guests on board, which is going to be incredible. And we have a wonderful guest here today, Josh, from the great YouTube channel Coast to Coasters. Josh has flown in especially on his plane because Josh is a pilot with BA, I'm glad to say, as well as a blogger. And Josh was recently on the World Europa and can help answer questions. Josh, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. Really looking forward to it.
And in America, our wonderful friend, Chili Cruises, the legend Chili Cruises, bar named after him on Carnival. Absolute legend. That one there, down there, he's down there, yeah. And because Chili's going to be hosting some cruises in the United States. The first one's going to be on the Joy in May. Chili, welcome.
Thank you, Pete. As always, it's fun to be with you guys. Right. I enjoy anytime I get to appear on the other side of the pond. So
fantastic.
Glad to be here. Glad to learn how you're doing some of this stuff because I'm going to be doing it over here.
And me. We're going to go through what you would expect to happen on a hosted cruise, first of all. That's going to be the kind of the meetups and the events that we're going to do. Every hosted cruise will be different because it will depend on the host as to how they will do it. So excited. Thank you. Addicted to Ships, Cruise Adventures. We are excited as well. We really are, yeah?
There's Claire. Claire is amazing. She was on Europa and she's also on our hosted cruise in September.
Fantastic. That is brilliant. Now, a hosted cruise, the first thing we do, every hosted cruise, we do this. We go live about a week or a few days beforehand to preview where we're going to meet, if we can get that information, what's going to happen, and to talk about it, get excited, and to answer any questions. And if you've got any questions you need to ask us, you can, basically. Now, the World Europa is a cruise that I'm hosting. I cannot wait. Flying to Dubai on Friday with a wonderful group. I think there's about 60 of us on this cruise, which is wonderful, yeah? This is Friday. Yes, Friday. It's Friday. Dom is one of our friends doing it, yeah? It's the 27th, the MSC World Europa Dubai Group Cruise. And if you're on it and you don't know where you're going, because I don't, that's the itinerary. And I've talked to Josh about that as well, about any advice on what we can do with that, which is wonderful. And that's the map to show you, basically, right? And a couple of things to get clear, first of all. If you're going to get off the ship in Saudi Arabia, you will need an Evisa transit. The price has come down. I think the price is about £50 now. You only need it if you're going to leave the ship in Saudi Arabia. It's a bit chaotic that Saudi are doing this. Not everybody's really over happy about it, but it's like that's what you need to do, and you need to apply for it this week. If you're straight away on Monday, I would say, or today, if you need to. Testing wise, if you are vaccinated, you do not need to test, basically, just to be clear on that. If you're vaccinated, it says you do not need to test. You will need to do a test within 48 hours if you are unvaccinated, a guest without a valid proof of vaccination, guests who've only just recovered from COVID, guests who have a vaccine exception due to medical conditions. So that's the information that I have been given, allegedly, in case I'm wrong. But that's what we've got. Questions? Susan, the wonderful. I'm cruising with Susan. The group of us. What we know about these cruises, by the way, we met on the Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas, you know, and we're cruising again. It looks an incredible itinerary. It really does. So basically, Josh, I'm going to ask you some questions at some point as well, and Lizzie as well, and same thing with Chile, yeah? Vaccinations don't have to be up to date. So in other words, if you've had a couple, that's fine. Thank you, Dom. Now, Dom, I know, has done a lot of research on various excursions as well. So please, Dom, any advice on that, please talk about. The first thing, the most important thing, by the way, there were 3, you being a pilot, by the way, Josh, you'll love this. There were 3 planes leaving within 15 minutes of each other, I think. One from Heathrow, one from Birmingham, one from Manchester. All going to Dubai with our members on it, yeah? Let us know where you are. It's a race to Dubai. Last one there buys the drinks. Josh, you are a pilot. Have a word with your friends at Heathrow. Tell them to get on with it, basically. Let them know to put their foot down, Josh, so they beat the Birmingham and the Manchester flights. Is that okay?
Sounds like a plan. I'll put in a good word for you.
Put in a good word for us. Last one there buys the drinks. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is when we get on board, which is on Saturday, basically, right? On Saturday, this is the first meetup for everybody, right? If you want to, it's up to you. It's a welcome on board get together at 4 p.m. as long as the lifeboat drill doesn't happen at that time, right? At 4 p.m. on Saturday at the Dolce Vita bar, which is opposite reception. Yep. We've got a couple of great photos here of it, thanks to Josh, who was on it recently. This is where we're going to have our meetup at 4 o'clock on the first day, the Dolce Vita bar. Please put that in your diaries. Please put that, make a note of that. I'll be there at 4 o'clock for a while. Don't know how long. And again, I don't know when the lifeboat drills are going to be, but I will be there for the muster drills. I'll be there for 4 o'clock. And that means we can have a chat. If you haven't got a blue band, by the way, I will have blue bands with me, and meet me there. I can give you the blue band. I've got a whole load, by the way, so I'm going to flog them while I'm on there. Don't tell Steve and Steve, by the way.
How much are you charging?
Oh, yeah, lots. I applied for a Saudi visa on 6th of January. Haven't heard anything yet. It's crazy, apparently. I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest with you. It's all over the place. Emma Cruises, the legends, the lovely Emma Cruises is here in the house. Emma, have you seen Emma? Have you seen Hudson, the new Hudson?
He's so cute. I ordered him straight away.
If you haven't ordered your Hudson, check Emma Cruises. It's shit. Hudson is so cute. And Hudson's going to be going everywhere. Josh, you need a Hudson when you're flying with British Airways.
That's really
Hudson
good.
needs to fly with British Airways. It's all for charity. Emma, make a note about the charity it's for, please, and how they can get them, Emma, in comments, and we will publicise that. It's fantastic. MSC were amazing when we landed. They guided us through the airport to the bus. That's fantastic. That is great to know. So, right. The coffee meeting. Everybody, yeah? Dom, oops, sorry. I was so keen. I had to say hello twice. Of course you did. Sorry, Chili, for 2 seconds. Sorry, Chili. Yeah. Right. Just to let you know, every single morning at 10 a.m., I will be at the Dolce Vita bar for coffees. It's deck 6. It is opposite the reception. I will be there every morning at 10 o'clock. Come and see me. Come and say hi. That's going to be the center of what we do, by the way, basically, yeah? You have to excuse me. I had an eBay bid going. It's just done, yeah? So there we go. I'm just going to get that off my phone, right? I got a decent price. Thank you. I sold a camera. Sorry. Right. Anyway, the coffee meeting. That's going to be the center of our universe. I'll be there every 10 o'clock every morning. Any issues, anything, come and see us. Now, what we're going to do at the coffee meeting is that's where, first of all, we can chat to fellow solos, right? First of all. Next thing, we can plan to explore ports together. And I can give you some latest news. Melissa from Cruise Shop Save she's got some maps made up for us. The wonderful Melissa from Cruise Shop Save has made some maps up. I will have some maps there for some of the local ports, basically. And I think a few discounts as well to spend if you want to. Also, you can plan excursions together if you want to, so you're not by yourself. Also, we're going to if you want to, you can set up a Passion for Cruises quiz team. If you're into the quizzes and you fancy doing that, set up a quiz team. We can organise that. We can arrange to watch shows together if you want to. Plan speciality restaurants if you want. Thing about speciality restaurants is that as a solo, you don't normally go because you don't want to be by yourself half the time, yeah? So if you want to try a speciality restaurant at the coffee meeting, talk to the rest of it, but everybody else, say who wants to go to maybe Butcher's Cut or wherever it's going to be. You can, and again, I'm going to get the advice from Josh as to where to go. We can do all that. One of the things on my last hosted cruise, I hosted a cruise with over 400 solos on board, could you believe? And I'm still alive, right? Is they had book swap. They said, could you do a book swap where if you bring a book and you've read it and you want to swap to another one, bring it to the coffee meeting and swap it with fellow guests, yeah? And some of them organise things like Card Club. Card Club got organised as well when they wanted to do a card club together as well. Basically, the coffee meeting is where we can talk about what we want to do. It's your meeting. Just have a chat if you want to. Hosted meetings, you can dip in and dip out as much as you want. You don't have to turn up at anything if you don't want to, right? And one of the things we're going to do from the coffee meeting also, every day we're going to have a pre-dinner drinks solo meetup. Now, the time and venue confirmed at the coffee meeting. No, it's not, because we have the wonderful Josh, who has been on board, who's given us the advice. 5 o'clock, I think, is a reasonable time because 6 o'clock is early dining. Yeah. So at 5 o'clock, we're going to meet up. Josh, where would you recommend?
So I think the best spot for that is going to be the Zen Bar at the rear of the ship. It's on deck 18. You've got the lovely pools. You've got the beautiful sea view. You can catch the light show on the promenade as well. And it's my favorite area of the ship. So I reckon the Zen Bar on deck 18 will be a good spot for you.
So the Zen Bar, 5 o'clock, not on the Saturday, but after that, on the Sunday, will be our meet point, if you want to, for a pre-dinner drink. Sounds absolutely amazing, by the way, Josh. It really does. I have been told there is a solar meeting on board. I don't think it's hosted. I think it's at 7 o'clock in the TV studio lounge. I will turn up there, but I'm not hosting it. I'm just going to be there as a guest, basically. Yeah. So again, anyone is free to turn up at the hosted meeting on that, right? Which is great. Right. So that's that one. Now, we're going to talk about some of the events that we're going to do during the cruise. Again, any advice, any tips, let us know. But this is just an idea that we have at the moment. And again, we will confirm it with everybody on board at the coffee meetings or in the meetups at the Zen Club, Zen Bar. Breakfast Club. That won't happen on the first morning. But if anybody wants to have breakfast with fellow solos, we're going to organise a breakfast club. I can't promise I will be there.
He doesn't wake up early.
I can't promise that, yeah. So if somebody wants to lead the breakfast club, we had the wonderful Kathy who led the breakfast club on the Virtuosa. She did an amazing job. Absolute star. I miss you on this one. So if you want to, again, we will talk about the correct venue for that when we're on board. Josh, where would you recommend for the sit-down breakfast club?
Sit-down breakfast club.
It's in a restaurant that's open, basically, not the buffet. I'll put it in your head. Let us know if you've got one that you think about.
Yeah, I'll have a think.
Yeah. Now, another thing, bar crawl. I will be there for that.
People do that one.
I will be there for bar crawl. We'll have a chat.
You people are going to actually be drinking adult beverages on this cruise?
we have the drinks package. We had the premium drinks package. Most of us had the premium drinks package.
I'm shocked.
It's
Just
premium.
shocked.
Champagne all the way around.
Yeah. So we would chat and work out the best day to do it, basically, between everybody, right? The spiral challenge. The spiral challenge. Who's up for Venom? Who's up for Venom? The dry slide ride that goes from deck 18, I think, to deck 6. I'm going to be on that 100%. We're going to have some kind of Venom challenge. I can't wait to do that. Yeah. Ding. They got bumper cars. There's bumper cars on the ship. I'm a big kid. I can't wait. Did you do the bumper cars, Josh?
I certainly did, although a little bit of a sad story. I did it on my own. There was no one else there because it was so quiet. So I just
No
went
one to
round
bump
in circles.
into. You
Well,
did bump.
By yourself.
I just went round and round, and then I thought, you know what, let's go backwards. So I went backwards and reverse round.
Well, I know
Did
our
you
gang.
do the
that are good.
slide, Josh?
I did the slide. The slide was amazing. Absolutely awesome.
How many times did you do it?
Oh, I think I did at least 3. You've got to do it during the day. You've got to do it during night. It's 2 different experiences.
That's a great call, right? Great question here. Josh, can you answer this?
Do you have the mustard drill in person? So on my particular cruise, it was exactly as you say here, where you go to your cabin and you watch the video, and then you go to your muster station and they scan your cruise card, and then you're good to go. I know some cruise lines are changing that at the minute, but as far as I'm aware, you still watch the video in your cabin and then take your cruise card to the muster
When
station.
did it happen? What time did it happen, Josh, roughly? Can you remember?
Oh, so it was about, I think about 4:30, 5.
Okay.
Quite late, because they started embarking quite late.
All right, on the Seascape, I did the exact same thing, and it was right at 4:00 that you had to go back to your cabin, watch the video, and then it was over with. Everybody had to go to the station to be scanned. So
Now, what I would say, by the way, if it turns out, which I guarantee it will do now, yeah, that the muster drill is at 4:00 when we are having the get together in the Dulce Vita bar, then basically I will be there immediately after we do the muster drill, just to clear that up, yeah, because you can guarantee that's going to happen, right? And another thing we're going to do, this is so exciting, we do this on all our hosted cruises, yeah, we have a free prize draw, yeah, completely free. You don't have to do anything. All you do is write down your name and put your name in a hat. Actually, it's not a hat, it's a champagne bucket, right? That's going to be on Tuesday, the 31st at 10 a.m. in the coffee meeting at the Dulce Vita bar, yeah? Because that is the first sea day. And MSC have promised me, a goodie bag. I really hope that with our post, it arrives in time. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. It'll be my clothes. But we do have this. We have just made solar power water bottle by Passion for Cruises. We do have some water bottles as a prize. If I don't get anything from MSC, there'll be quite a few of them, right? But this is incredible. Thanks to the Steves from Passion for Cruises. We also have the prize draw, £100 voucher of a new booking with Passion for Cruises. That's the top prize. If we get a better prize than that, I'll be even happier. But we have £100 voucher of a new booking. We will take your details. I will sign it. That will be the top prize. It's completely free. Hey, Lizzie, we sold over 600 now.
that's pretty good.
Wow,
Hudson's
Emma.
getting world acclaim.
Emma, Josh is a pilot, BA. Hudson needs to fly a plane, absolutely. So that's what's going to happen on the free prize draw. It's for a good cause, absolutely. So let us know what it is for, basically, please, Emma, as well. So that's going to happen on the Tuesday. I hope to have a whole load of goodies and things like that. I did this on the Virtuosa, and they didn't have many. And it was like blankety blank. It was like pens and things like that. So, It's for the Mercy ships. They provide hospital ships full of volunteers. What a wonderful, wonderful cause. All the profits go to that with Hudson. And the Hudson is just is so cute. Looks amazing. So Emma, that's incredible. Also, we have 3 months to be on board. First Yacht Club, the Cruise Boys. They're in the Cruise Boys channel. Check out the Cruise Boys channel. It's I've cruised with the Cruise Boys and Emma and Lizzie. We all met on the Virtuosa, the first cruise to leave the UK, didn't we? Incredible, yeah.
Hey Pete.
Yep.
A suggestion.
Go.
We have so many comments.
Go for it.
Coming in.
Ask.
You don't have to read them. I'll flash them up. You go on and take care of what y'all are taking care of.
But we try and answer them as well, Chili.
Well, when we
I'm
have
almost done,
questions,
actually. Yeah. I'm almost done with this. Then we can go through them. Yeah. We will also have, again, on the first gala night, probably the only gala night, 7-day cruise, we will organise a group photo, probably to go with the meetup, basically, yeah, for the pre-dinner drinks meetup. Group photograph of everybody who is dressed up. We'll get their photographers to take it. I will buy one. Anyone else is welcome to buy one, but I will post it as well. I didn't say that, but I will post it as well. But they're worth having, you know, everyone looking their absolute best, you know. So that is an example of what we are doing. Completely flexible. Things can change, obviously. And you can dip in and dip out. It's your cruise. It's not our cruise. Dip in and dip out as much as you want. And of course, we will be enjoying our entertainment together. We have the most amazing singer cruising with us, Paul. Legend.
Oh, who's Paul?
Paul Tucker, legend, yeah. You know, he's absolute legend. And I met him on the Epic originally, and the Magnifica, yeah. And he has got, I know he's just got the most incredible voice. He's the most wonderful guy. And he's got it. He's going to be part of our group cruising with us, and he's an amazing singer. I will be doing a duet with Paul. No, I won't. I can't sing.
No, bring your earplugs, everybody.
Somebody have a camera ready.
I won't. But
yeah,
you know,
camera, please.
I'm so excited because there's a whole load of friends of mine from the Magnifica are cruising on this as well, and I can't wait to see everybody again. So that's what's great about these hosted cruises. We become friends. We met on the Anthem of the Seas. We went on the Magnifica, and now a whole gang of us are going on the World Europa. Question.
Yes, Josh, what is your top recommendation for specialty restaurant on board?
Oh, so the World Europa has some really amazing specialty dining, actually. You've got the old favourites that Virtuosa and kind of Seashore have, with the likes of Ola and Butcher's Cut, and you know they're always really nice. But my kind of 2 top picks would either be La Pescaderia on Deck 8, which is the new fish restaurant. It's a really pretty venue, and because it's on Well Promenade, you can sit outdoors. You've got the music, you've got the light show as well from the palm trees, as they call it. Or my personal favourite, and the one that I would book if I was going to choose any of them, would be Chef's Garden Kitchen. That's also Deck 8 in the midship. And that's brand new. It's from a Norwegian chef. They grow their own micro herbs in the restaurant. You can see the fridges and stuff that they're growing, and it's beautiful. It's an amazing restaurant.
Wow. How much is that? Do you know? Can you remember how much that was for the?
I've got. You can either do it a la carte, or I think it was about €69, but that was kind of like a 3-course meal of various different dishes and stuff as well. But it's very reasonable prices and lovely food.
Chili.
Josh, did the ship smell nice?
The ship,
Class MSC scent.
It won't do when I get on it.
The ship smelled amazing. It did have that typical MSC smell, and I love it so much that we brought home one of the little like bathroom kind of diffusers. So now our bathroom smells like an MSC ship all year round.
They can bottle it, yeah. MSC.
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
The cruise boys like the smell too.
Do you want to fly through the questions, Chili? Now's a good time to fly through the questions.
Mr. Bucket List is with us. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
That's my partner from the U.S., by the way.
check out Mr. Bucket List YouTube channel. It's amazing. And Mr. Bucket List is going to co-host a hosted cruise on the Joy with Chile in May. Can you believe it's going to be crazy? Dom.
Bumper cars aren't free on the World Europa.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that they're about €6, something like that. It was only €5 or €6, but you get a really decent kind of go on it as well, which was good.
Question for Chile.
Are there weight or height limitations for the bumper cars? Because I'm a big fat guy, and the cruise boys know that, so they're asking for me.
That's a very good question. I don't think there were for the bumper cars. I know there was for the Venom drop and the water slides. I don't recall there being one.
That's too bad.
Don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't for those. But
it also depends whether it's the beginning of the cruise or the end, doesn't it? Weight wise. Chile, any more questions?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got sidetracked there.
No. Please ask us any questions. Now's a great chance. And any suggestions. Okay. Here we go. Hexagon. The Hexagon is one of the MDRs, isn't it? Basically, yeah. That's correct, I'm guessing. The Hexagon is one of the MDRs, so that would be a good one, maybe to have breakfast club, maybe something like 8 o'clock in the morning. But we'll chat about that if anybody wants to do it.
See, Don, that would be a problem with me. I'd get stuck about 14 floors up, and that could be terribly dangerous for my health.
It's just a shortcut from deck 18 to deck 6, isn't it? Yeah.
Mr. Bucketless has his first Yacht Club experience in December on the seashore.
What is going on with the cruise boys and Mr. Bucket List, eh? With this Yacht Club. Wow, guys. Can't wait to see your videos. Wow.
I remember having to do an elbow bump with Pete on the Virtuosa. No hugs or anything. What a long time ago that was.
I know. Emma so wanted to hug me, didn't you, Emma? Yeah. Honest, yeah.
Pete,
Emma was like, what a result. What a result.
Time you and I get together, Pete, we're going to do the elbow thing.
Yeah.
And,
so she was like, go away, Pete, leave me alone.
Yeah, that would be what Emma would do. Get out of here, you.
Fantastic. Yeah, what a cruise that was. That was amazing times. The first one, only 1,000 people maximum were allowed on it.
Another question.
Yeah.
Any other special dress-up nights?
Josh?
Other than the gala?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had a white night. I can't remember for the life of me what day that was on. But me and my boy definitely dressed up in all white for that one. And I
Silent
think
disco?
Mediterranean night as well, or something. So there was a couple.
Did they have silent disco?
Yeah, silent disco was on board.
I didn't get silent disco when I was on a Virtuosa. I'm like, I don't get it, you know. And then I watched it. I was watching it from above. Everybody sort of dancing with their headphones on to a different beat, listening to different music. I get it now. Amazing. I loved it. It looks incredible.
The cruise boys have MSC scent in their house.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I think this is like Tristan and Justin's house, yeah. Oh, Mike. No. Oh, Mike, I was so looking forward to as well.
Well, sorry, Mike.
Gutted. We're gutted for you, Mike. You know.
Well, look who else is here. Hi, Allison. Loving the show.
Looking
who
wins in the dry slide race.
Who wins the dry slide race? Well, you know, Allison, it's a good thing I'm not on that cruise.
Mike, I hope that we can cruise with you again at some point and you feel better, Mike. You know, these things happen, unfortunately, don't they? It does happen. Yeah, Alison. Yeah, come on, bring it on, gang, bring it on. Yeah.
What was your cabin like, Josh? In particular, how was the bathroom and the shower?
Okay, so actually, the cabin I had on World Europa has been my favorite and nicest cabin I've had on any MSC ship. We booked an infinite ocean view, and I was just blown. It was really, really kind of light. I really loved the kind of color scheme they've gone for, They've got this really kind of cool bookcase and stuff now in between the bed and the sofa bed that we had in our room, and it's just great for extra storage. I love the kind of infinite ocean view side of things as well. It's the first time I've done that on any ship, and that was different. And the bathroom actually as well, the shower was a really good size, and I had a chair in it as well, like a little stool, and I hadn't seen that before in a bathroom before. So I loved it. I think the cabins are great on board.
You
I
might have
can't
had
wait
a
to play.
handicap accessible room.
Yes,
Possible.
we have we have lots of people booked in one of these ocean view cabins. So,
Not me.
Josh, in our comments, can you pop in your YouTube video for them to
Certainly,
see
yeah.
at some point?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
like when we finished in the
Coast to Coasters, isn't it? It's your YouTube channel.
yeah.
Yeah. So search Coast to Coasters and you will find, you can see it there, Josh, Coast to Coasters. Search that on YouTube and you will find his YouTube videos and the wonderful World Europa as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
love
love
the cabin.
it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Chilly for the win and the dry slide. Yeah, no.
Now,
This
if
is-
it was a race to the bar, Chitty would win that. Yeah.
no, that's another story. I'll run over you with my scooter to get to the bar.
Yeah. I mean, one of the great things is, I mean, the bumper cars, Chitty, that would be great with your scooter, wouldn't it?
Well, for the bumper cars, Pete, I could get the scooter right up to the edge and get my butt into the bumper car, and then
Yeah.
I'll go out on the bumper cars and give you hell. That's what, excuse my French.
Now, the thing about Chitty, he has flipped his scooter at least twice, upside down in the sand, reversed it off into a beach and things like that. Yeah, so he would be dangerous on a bumper car.
The best one, though, folks, was the second one. I was actually sitting in, I don't know how many of you have ever been to St. Thomas, but St. Thomas is really a hilly island. I was sitting at the only level place on the entire island and rolled the scooter on my head.
Fantastic. Any more questions, Chitty? Because I've got some great
Oh, yeah.
photographs from Josh from on board as well.
Ooh.
Did you prefer Virtuosa or Europa?
Oh, that's an interesting one. So we did Virtuosa twice in two different cabins, and we also had two very different experiences. The first time we absolutely loved it. The second time it was really good, but it was a little bit chaotic. That was probably because it was the August summer holidays. But in terms of Virtuosa or Europa, I would have to go with Europa. I honestly think out of the whole kind of fleet that MSC have, they really have created something pretty special there. Just the venues, everything they've got on board. I absolutely loved it. So I think Europa definitely out of the two, but they're both fantastic ships. So
Did the ship feel too big? Did you get lost at any point?
oh, so I think it's definitely one of the biggest ships I've done. I quite liked the feel of it and stuff. I think it, even with like all these new additions and the World Promenade, it's the first time MSC have done one of these kind of like World Promenade open kind of plan ships. I don't know how to describe it, but it felt like a decent size. I did get kind of lost, but that's more because there was an interesting design at the back of the ship where there was a certain point where you couldn't take the stairs; you had to go in the lift around the kind of kids club / buffet area. And that was the only time I got lost. But other than that, it's pretty easy to navigate. And if you want a shortcut, obviously take Venom drop down to deck 6 as opposed to taking the lift, so that was handy as well. But no, I think the ship's a good size, and it's a nice little layout as well.
This
I
is
can
a
answer that,
question for
Chilly.
Dominic. I actually think Pete or Lizzie, either one, can answer this.
I can answer it. It's actually a private WhatsApp group we've been sharing. We became friends from the MSC, from the Royal Cabin Anthem of the Seas, basically. Yeah, we became friends there. So we got this little private WhatsApp group that we've kept in touch with. That's what you kind of do. There are two events. There's an event in Cruises for Solos for this, and there's an event in Passion for Cruises in this. Dom, if you can post anything in the events, that would be wonderful. That would be really helpful. But Michelle, we can talk about all this at the meetings as well. But that's where our friends have just talked about everything as well. Okay.
I've been offered an upgrade to Yacht Club, but would mean I'd move from a balcony cabin to an interior. Is it worth it?
Oh, Josh.
Going from a balcony to an interior, even at the Yacht Club.
Oh, maybe Cruise Boys or someone else that has done Yacht Club would be better to answer that in the comments. But I've heard really good things of Yacht Club. My personal preference, just from what you said there, though, is with it being like, you know, the UAE is a very beautiful country and stuff. So I love a balcony cabin and being able to see, you know, the different ports and stuff. So if that was a balcony cabin to a Yacht Club balcony, I'd definitely say Yacht Club. The fact that it's balcony to interior, it depends on the experience. I mean, that's a real tough one, though. They're both, you're going to have a fantastic time either way.
Yeah.
And
Now,
also, also you
Oh, go
won't be
ahead, Lizzie.
dining with other solos from PFC unless they're in Yacht Club.
Yeah. I
That's
mean, I personally, if that was my choice on that one, Kirsty, I would stay in the balcony personally, because you're right. One, you don't know how many fellow sailors are going to be in the Yacht Club. Probably not a huge amount, you know, because obviously the pricing side of things, and balcony, it's just an amazing thing to sit there and enjoy the views. So that's what I would do. 'Cause I actually I'm in an inside cabin. I haven't been offered any upgrade to anything, by the way. So
I'd pick Yacht Club if the rest of the ship is going to be busy. If not, I'd pick my balcony.
yeah,
Now, from a person that regularly books interiors, which because I get handicap accessible room quite often, that's the only thing that's available. I don't mind an interior cabin. However, if I was doing this itinerary, which would be a bucket list for me, I'd probably want to be in the balcony so I had better view of things.
just going to take a break from the questions very quickly because Josh kindly sent some wonderful photos. They're not in any order, Josh, but if I click on them, if you can just go through roughly what it is, that would be really wonderful to get a preview.
So that's deck 18 at the rear of the ship. So obviously you've got Venom Drop in front there. That's the Zen Bar area just behind that initial part of Venom Drop. You've got a pool on the left-hand side and the right-hand side here. And I was at this kind of area of the ship maybe, I don't even know, more times than I could count. It was lovely. So quiet, peaceful, great view of the sunsets and stuff. Yeah, my favourite area by far.
Perfect for our meeting at 5 o'clock. Yeah,
absolutely. So that's the view just next to Venom Drop. So again, you've got the Zen area down below, loads of sun lounges. You've got 2 pools. That there is obviously Doha off in the distance, and again, like beautiful place to get great pictures and stuff of your ports. It's it's lovely. Night there again by the rear of the ship. You've got the Well Promenade area there, and those 2 beams of light are the palm trees. And at various times throughout the night, I think it happens twice a night, you've got a palm tree show as well. So they do a little light show for you there.
That's cool.
So this is this is a new edition actually. It's Raj Polo Tea House. So they do a variety of specialty teas, and there's hundreds in there. There's so many of teas from around the world. They are an additional charge, I believe. They're not very expensive, and you can also get afternoon tea here as well. There's outdoor and indoor seating as well, which is very nice.
Fantastic.
So this is down now on deck, I think, is it deck 6 by Sweet Temptation on the right, just there. And you've got the Malt Cigar Lounge on the left. It's such a beautiful ship, so, you know, photogenic. And this was such a great area to hang out in the evening as well. That is the kids' pool area or adult pool area. It's quite nice just to walk through there, actually, and cool off. You've got the little jets and stuff, but that's just next to the aqua park. So this here was our cabin. So this was the infinite ocean view we have. So obviously you've got the bed area there. You've got that bookcase I was telling you about, and then the bed behind there, the sofa lit bed, as well as the kind of window and what have you. But I love the cabin. I think it was so pretty.
Absolutely. They're not in order, by the way, so I'm going to go all over the place. So they just loaded them up. So
the box bar is the bar next to the roller skating area, the sportsplex. And this was a great bar. Actually, I love the kind of container ship theming, obviously themed to MSC branding down there, and loads of like booths here. They held music occasionally. You had foosball, all that kind of stuff. It was great.
Fantastic.
Part of the kids club area, obviously maybe not interested for this cruise, but I've thrown a photo in there for you. But Lego players, this here is the Garden Kitchen restaurant. So this is the specialty restaurant I was saying about. On the left hand side, you can see one of the fridges there that have all the micro herbs and stuff. The waiters in this restaurant were absolutely amazing. They really knew the menu. They knew the venue. And the thing I love about this ship, you've got outdoor seating at most of these restaurants and bars, which is great. You know, if you've got a hot evening, you can enjoy some time outside.
Flicking again to this.
Yeah, so that's another rear of the ship photo. Is that Dubai or is that Doha? I can't remember.
Yeah.
So this is the main kind of atrium area. So you've got 3 levels here. And obviously you've got the kind of giant TV screen, as I call it, on the roof there. Unlike Virtuosa, it doesn't have any kind of particular shows or anything, but it does have a variety of different kind of screensavers, if you like. There was an ocean one. You've got this kind of picturesque kind of coloured one here. And this was a lovely spot, really lovely area of the ship. So this is the other area of the box bar by the Sportsplex. You can see the foosball on the left-hand side there, a little stage area. The Elixir Bar, so that's another new venue on World Europa, and it's actually one of my favourite bars. I love the logo here. It changes colours from purple to blue and red, and it's great. And inside they've got specialty cocktails. They make all the own kind of mixers and botanicals and all sorts of stuff in the actual bar. They they keep it there for 24 hours, and the next day they use it for the drinks that night. And the waiters in there are amazing as well.
Is that part of the drinks package as well?
I believe so, yeah. As long as you're within your limit and stuff, I think that's included.
Okay, I'll try to be.
La Pescaderia, so that's the fish market restaurant they've got on World Promenade, and it's really nice actually in there because it's all based around fresh fish. Each day they bring in kind of the latest, catch, if you like, and you can order it by the fish or by the pound if you're talking lobster and mussels and clams, and it smells really lovely in there, and it's all fresh, cooked in front of you. That's the aqua park. So you've got the 3 different slides on board. There's a VR slide as well and a drop slide. Really popular, really fun, awesome area of the ship. So what's this? Oh, this is the team club. So again, maybe not of any interest, but you've got there. That's the Zen bar there. And
again,
one of the pools.
So that's an example where we're going to be for our meetings at 5 o'clock, which would be wonderful.
This is the inside of La Pescaderia. So again, it's such a beautiful restaurant. You've got indoor and outdoor seating. You can even sit on top of the restaurant as well with kind of an elevated view of the promenade area, which is nice. This is what's it called now? The Panorama Lounge at the back of the ship. They do different shows in here, music. There's a bar in here. And again, it's just a nice area to sit. That floor there is actually like a LED screen. So it kind of has like a little pond effect, which is quite nice.
Wow, looks amazing.
I think that's the Pescaderia again.
Okay.
That's also Pescaderia. So you can see on the right the different counters. This is the arcade. So this is the paid arcade. But you've also got in the main atrium area where the pizza and burger places a load of free games. It was giving me kind of Virgin Voyages vibes where you've got the arcade with like retro Mario and stuff. But you've got free arcade machines in that restaurant down in I think deck 6, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm great at asteroids. I didn't see an asteroid machine on the Virgin Voyages. Had Space Invader, but I love asteroids.
I had so many. I was so impressed.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
So that's at the very, very back of the ship, obviously looking up towards Venom Drop, the palm trees. You've got the cigar lounge and Sweet Temptation, where you've got to go and get a milkshake because it was so, so good. That's one of the kids club areas that they've got aboard. Another splash area again, all themed to nautical.
Fantastic. And I'll flick through Stevie P from Passion for Cruises was on the inaugural, and he sent a few of these over there. I'll just flick through them, and now just to give you an idea of this incredible ship, the inaugural, amazing.
The indoor pool.
Yeah, how lucky was that? Yeah, look at that. There we are, and finally there. So, have we got any more questions to finish up with, please, Chili?
Oh yeah. Are there enough sun lounges for everybody on sea days? Good question.
Yeah, I think so. I think we went on the kind of first passenger cruise after the World Cup. The first day was really quiet, but when we then got to Dubai the next day, it definitely picked up. But we then did a couple of kind of days on the ship, and there was sun lounges everywhere. The rear of the ship seemed quite quiet. The pool area was always obviously the busiest area, but you've got different kind of tiers by the pool and stuff, and you've also got the top solarium as well if you're an Aurea guest, and that was quiet. So if you happen to have Aurea, that's definitely a good tip to go and get a sun lounger there. But I was really impressed. I've been on ships where there aren't enough lounges, but that I think was fine.
Emma picks the Yacht Club. The boys pick the balcony.
Fight, Emma, Cruise Boys, fight. Yeah.
Kristen says maybe the balcony this time and see what it's like.
I would personally.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
The cabin looks so nice, Emma says. I agree.
Yep. Until we've been in it for a
And the
couple of
boys
days.
say, wow, the big kids' pool area.
Yeah, that would be us.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a charge for roller skating? I've heard there is free and paid sessions.
I will double check. As far as I'm aware, it was all free sessions. I have got in front of me the programs from our cruises, so I'll double check that in a second.
Brilliant.
But as far as I'm aware, that it was all free sessions, and there was loads of spaces. You got a really good go as well. So
Can't wait to see the gang on roller skates. Yeah. That's going to be fun. I
I
can't
hope you
skate,
will
by the
take
way.
lots of pictures. Please take lots of
Yeah.
pictures of Pete, please.
I won't be standing up for very long if I'm on roller skates.
I wonder if they will put shows on the LED video wall, big
Yeah.
TV on the ceiling, when the ship gets more settled in. That's a good point.
I wondered that. I didn't know if maybe they had stopped doing the shows on like Virtuosa, because one thing I noted from Virtuosa was whenever the shows were on, it was a bottleneck. Then you couldn't really walk forward because everyone was staring up at the
Yeah.
screen. But that might be why. The one thing that I do really hope they do on World Europa, and if they do it, you must get some photos. Is I remember when the ship was announced, they had like a space view, space image on the front, on the top.
Okay.
So it was like a kind of. So yeah, maybe.
There is a secret bar on the ship. I've been told it's invite only, right? And so nobody knows where it is. Maybe someone's worked it out. I don't know. I can be bribed. There is a secret speakeasy bar on this ship. Any tips about? Did you get invited?
So I didn't. This was something I learned about when I came back.
Okay.
I believe I know where it is, but I'm not 100% sure. But the best advice I've been told in order to get invited is just to speak to the crew. Don't ask about it, but just kind of, enjoy your cruise, enjoy the bars and stuff,
Now,
and just speak to the crew and hope for the
What's
best.
interesting is I might have a clue as to where it might be, because apparently when we did a show ages ago about it with some lady, I can't remember her name, from MSC, you have to kind of push these different entrances, and one entrance will open. So you're like pushing the wall to find the entrance, and then it opens basically. Yeah. I wonder if we can just sort of push that wall if you know where it is and sort of sneak in without an invite. I wonder. Yeah.
Do any of the decks have a walking track?
Not that I can remember. That's a really good question, because you usually see them on all the cruises, but I didn't see one, but that's not to say there wasn't one. But it's a great ship to walk around at the back anyway. You can just walk around. You can make your own walking track.
Yeah. We'll have a look. I will look.
Is there a quiet child-free pool area, an adult pool?
So this is the interesting one. The Zen bar area at the back of the ship. I got told one day that it was a kids-free area. But then the next day, I've seen a lot of kids and stuff walking about, enjoying it, and it was perfectly quiet, and they weren't bothering anyone. And I'm quite happy for everyone to enjoy any area of the ship. But MSC need to clarify with the area of the ship whether or not it's kid free or not. On the signs for the boards, it says that everyone's allowed. It says kids are allowed, providing you've got an adult. So that would suggest that it's open to everyone. But maybe something for you to clarify in your cruise if that area is actually kid free or not.
Yep, we'll do. Jenny, is that the questions?
All right, Pete, I'll turn it over to you because you've about wasted another hour of people's time again.
Well, just to let you know, if you are on our cruise, I cannot wait to meet everybody. The welcome aboard get together, 4 p.m. at the Dulce Vita bar. That's where we're going to be. I cannot wait to do that. Yeah, that's the bar. We're going to be there at 4 o'clock, or if the muster drill is at 4 for any reason, it will be as soon as it finishes. I cannot wait. If you are not with us, this is a really good example. We will do this on every hosted cruise we have. Every hosted cruise that we have, we will do a live show where we can give as much information as we can with our hosts, and we will try to answer your questions as much as we can. And if we can get wonderful guests like Josh on board as well, that would be amazing. So, wow. Next Friday, I'm going on a cruise.
I'm going on. I'll leave Thursday. I beat you by a day.
You go Thursday, yeah? And I'm flying from Heathrow. So if you're flying from Birmingham and Manchester, bye, because I'm going to beat you to it, because Josh is going to have a word because he's a pilot and they're all mates, and he's going to make sure our plane goes quicker than the other planes. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody in there. Make sure you get your Hudson's, by the way, of Emma Cruises. It's for an amazing cause. Hudson looks incredible. Josh, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your advice. We really appreciate it. Do check out his YouTube channel. Chile, my friend, obviously always in America. Can't wait for you to host your cruise on May the 1st on the...
You guys all have a fantastic time on World Europa.
And Lizzie, your hosted cruise on the Virtuosa with 200 plus is going to be an absolute incredible one as well. And this is what happens. So if you haven't done a hosted cruise before, speak to the guys at Passion for Cruises. They can explain exactly how it works and what we're going to have a lot more hosted cruises coming up. It's just a great way. If you haven't cruised before and you're a little bit nervous, then you've got someone on board to help guide you to have a wonderful time. You can dip in and dip in out as much as you want to. So thanks again, everybody. And I can't wait. I've got to get packing. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Josh, for coming.